Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to continue with this paper. Today in the morning, I ended at this question, even though I didn't even finish solving it. So we'll continue until we finish up to question 8. Okay, so without wasting your time, let's get started solving. The question is as follows, which is is it question 3C? Let me check. Yes, this is question 3C, which is as follows. A businessman pays his workers at the rate of 12 kwacha per hour, and the rate of overtime is time and a quarter. A particular worker whose normal working time is 56 hours in a particular week uh, worked for 76 hours. How many how much did the businessman pay this worker as his total wage? Okay, so to find the total wage for this worker, we're going to say total total wage is equal to, so total wage is equal to normal wage or normal salary for normal hours. So we can say normal wage plus over time, okay, plus over time. Then what we do is we come down here. What is normal wage? So normal wage, what happens is we multiply the cost of work per hour times the hours work, which is 56. So we open bracket, then we say 12 kwacha times 56, okay, in brackets. Then we say plus overtime. So we are told overtime is time and a quarter, meaning the 12 kwacha plus quarter of 12 kwacha. So the quarter of 12 kwacha is 3 kwacha. So what we do is we add 12 plus 3 kwacha will give us 15 kwacha. That is the price for overtime. Now, how many hours did this worker work as overtime? So what we do is we find the difference of 56 and 76. So the difference of 56 and 76 is 20. So we multiply by 20. Close bracket like that. So what do we do now? Now we find, we multiply this, okay? So we are multiplying 56 by 12, okay? Okay, 56 by 12. So 2 times 6 will give us 12. So we write 2 carry 1. 2 times 5 will give us 10 plus 1 will be 11. Then we put 0 here. Then we multiply 1 by 6 will give us 6. Remember, we are multiplying this side. Sorry, we are multiplying. So 1 by 6 will give us 6. 1 by 5 will give us 5. Okay, like that. Then we say plus. Then we say 2 plus 0 will give us 2. 1 plus 7 will give us 1 plus 6 will give us 7. 1 plus 5 will give us 6. So the normal wage or the amount he made in the worker made in normal time, it is 672. Then plus, so what we do is we multiply 15 kwacha times 20 hours of working. So what we do, we ignore first 2 here, then we multiply 2 by 15 will give us 30. So we write 30 kwacha. Okay, now we remember the 0 we ignored, we put it here, so it will be 300. Okay, so multiply 15 kwacha by 20 will give us 300 kwacha. Then we say equal to, then when we add this 672 plus 300 will give us 972 kwacha. So this is the amount the businessman paid the worker for his 76 hours of work in that particular week. Greater or equal to 10. Okay, so what we need to do first, let's evaluate or let's expand these two terms or expressions that are given. So we have got 4 times n will give us 4n. 4 times negative 2 will give us negative 8. Then 2 times n will give us positive 2n. Then 2 times 1 will give us positive 2. Okay, which is greater or equal to 10. Okay, so what do? We put like terms together. So we have got 4n, then this one will come here and becomes plus 2n. Okay, then minus 8 plus 2 is greater or equal to 10, like that. Okay, now once we have done that, the next thing we're going to do, sorry, let me just a bit. So the next thing we're going to do is now we're going to evaluate these like terms. So 4n plus 2n will give us 6n. Then negative 8 plus 2 will give us negative 6, which is greater or equal to 10. Okay, so we put like terms together. We have 6n is greater or equal to 10. then the minus sign 6 will cross the equal sign and will cross the greater or equal to sign and becomes a positive number, which is going to be 6. Okay, now once it's 6, so to evaluate this, we're going to say 6n then is greater or equal to 10 plus 6 will give us 16. So next, what do? We divide both sides by 6 so that we remain with n on one side of the equal sign. Then we cancel 6 and that 6 we remain with n is greater or equal to. So 6 into 16, it will go 2 times. Remainder 4 over 6. Okay, so you can also say n is greater or equal to, so we say 2. Which number can go into 4 and 6 without leaving any remainder? The biggest number is 2. So 2 into 4 will go 2 times. 2 into 6 will go 3 times. So this is the answer. They haven't told us um, whether to write the answer in decimal numbers or fractions, so you can leave the answer as a mixed fraction, just like the way it is. So that's how you work out this one. Okay, so now once we have done that, we can go to the next question, which is question 4b. Question 4 is the diagram shows triangle PQR on the XOY plane below. Okay, so what we can do is we can take time and start the XOY plane. Okay, so let me just reduce the size. I hope it's clear with you as you are watching. So in case you are not seeing the words or the letters clearly, all you need to do is just make the adjustment. If you are using a phone, you just make adjustment of the resolutions, or resolutions. You change the resolution, you put it at least at 360. Okay, if you put it at 240 or it is at 144, then your picture quality will be poor. Otherwise, I'm using a computer, a laptop, which is, I'm also using OBS. That means the quality I'm sending from here is a good one. Okay, it's a good resolution I've chosen. That is 1280 and 720. So this is a good resolution I've chosen, and it should be very clear with you. If it's not, just check where you can find good network and also make adjustment to your phone resolution. Those are the options that will make you to have a clear video. Okay, so now we go to question 4b, which is the diagram shows the triangle PQR on the XOY plane below. Okay, so we can take time and start the diagram. Now once we've started the diagram, we can go to question B1, which is write the coordinates of P, Q, and R. Okay, so what are the coordinates of P, Q, and R? So what we do is, let's start with P, which is on top. So P is here. Okay, so what are the coordinates of P? So when you're writing the coordinates, we start by writing the reading of x axis, then we go to y axis. So the reading of this point on the x axis is -2. So we're going to say open bracket -2, comma, then on y-axis the reading is 5, so we say comma 5, close bracket, like that. Now that way we have written the coordinates for point P. Then we come to point Q, which is here. So the reading of point Q, we can see that on x-axis the reading is -5. So we write -5 like that. Sorry. Okay, like that. Okay. Then we say comma. Then what do we do now? We uh, look at the reading of y-axis. We can see that y-axis is equal to -4. Okay, -4. So the coordinate for Q is -5, comma -4. Okay, then we come to point R. So the reading on point R, the x-axis reading on point R is x-axis is 5, positive 5. Okay, so we write 5 like that, we put it in brackets, comma, then the reading of y, uh, the reading of y-axis for point R is negative 2. Then we put it in brackets like that. So that way we have written correct coordinates for those 3 points. Okay, so that's how we answer that one. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to answer question B2, which is on the same diagram, draw the graph of x is equal to -4. X is equal to -4. So how do you draw that graph? Okay, so to draw such a graph, what we need to do is this. Let me just try to zoom it. Okay, please, if you have any concern, please, you can ask me. Okay, I've zoomed it to, you see it? Okay, so what we can do is now, when we are told to say draw a graph of x is equal to -4, so what it means there is that when you come up with coordinates, all values of x will be -4. So for instance, if we are drawing a graph that have got 3 points, the first point is A, that means the coordinate of x will be -4, comma 2. Okay, the other coordinate, the other point is B, and the coordinates will be first coordinate 4 for x, comma 3, like that. Okay, then we have got the coordinates for C, which is equal to, okay, the coordinates of C, which is -4, comma 4. Okay, so now in this case we have come up with the coordinates that have x which is equal to -4. So what happens now when we're plotting these coordinates? So let's start with point A, which is, that means this point is here. Okay, the point is here. Okay, then -4, comma 3, the point is here. Then negative question question. Okay, so I want, please make sure I attempt this one, and if you are watching this video after the live session has ended, please make sure you pause uh, the video every time you come to the next question, so that you attempt. Don't mind about failing. If we don't fail, we can't learn. Learning is embedded highly in failing. If we embedded highly in failing, if we fail, we learn more. Keep on trying. Even if you fail, keep on trying. Okay, so let's come to C, which is find the product of 4, 2, 3 base 5 and 2, 1 base 5. Giving your answer in base 5. 2 times 4, 2 times 4 give 2 times 2 give us 4, plus 1 5. 5 into 5, it will go 1 time, remainder 0. 2 times 4 will give us 8. 8 plus 1 will give us 9. 5 into 9, it will go 1 time, remainder. There is no other number. We write the complete number. Okay, like that. Then we add them. So 3 plus 0 will give us 3. 2 plus 1 will give us 2. Will give us 3, sorry. 2 plus 1 will give us 3. 4 plus 0 will give us 4. 4 plus 0 plus 4 will give us 4. 1 plus 0 plus 1 will give us 1. And this is the answer in base 5. Base 5. Okay. If you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Basically, that's how we solve this one. Okay. Let's try Okay, sorry for that. That was an emergency. Okay, now after we've done that with 20m closer to 16m, so we are putting like terms together. Then we have got terms together. Then we have got minus minus 16 minus 16, then minus 5m squared. Okay, we've already this, which is going to give us 16m, then minus 16, then minus 16, then minus 5m squared. Okay, now like this, we have evaluated the entire expression completely. That's how you evaluate the entire expression like that. Okay, now let's go to question 5 uh, B. We go to question 5b. Okay, question 5b is as follows. Given that g is equal to -3, 2, -5, 2, and matrix H is equal to 2, 0, 0, 3. Now the actual question is here, which is find the matrix GH. Find the matrix that will be formed by multiplying matrix G by H. So what we need to do first is we need to write the expression that is given in the question, which is GH. Now the other mistake I see with the students is that students they swap. Okay, it's good that here the expression given and the way the matrices are named, they are in that order. But where if we like we're asking the question to say find HG, I've seen students who just copy the matrices without considering the name of matrices. So please be careful when you're copying the expression that is in the question. Make sure you pay attention to the way even the matrices are. Okay, so here we start with the -3, then 2, then -5, then 2, close bracket, then that is matrix G. Matrix H is 2, 0, then we have 0, 3. Okay, like that. Okay, then once we've done that, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the next step where we're going to open a bigger matrix, sorry, a bigger matrix. Then after that, we're going to be opening smaller matrix. So first we'll multiply negative 3 by 2, which is going to be negative 3 by 2, then close bracket, plus open bracket. Then we say negative, oh sorry, 2 by 0. So we have got 2 by 0, like that. Then we use the same matrices. They have got negative 3 multiplied by 0, negative 3 multiplied by 0, close bracket, plus then we have 2 multiplied by 3. Okay, multiplied by 3, close bracket, like that. Okay, now we come to the second law in the first matrix, where we're going to multiply negative 5 by 2. Okay, then plus, okay, plus 2 by 0. Okay, then again we open bracket, we multiply negative 5 by 0, close bracket, plus, okay, then we have 2 by 3, then close bracket, like that. Okay, so what we do now here is, next we're going to evaluate that. So we can say equal to, because of lack of space there, sorry, because of lack of space, then we're going to open another matrix here. Then we open a smaller matrix in. Then we say negative 2 times negative 3 times 2. I'm trying to evaluate this. Negative 2 times negative 3 times 2 will give us negative 6. Okay, this is negative. It will give us negative 6. Okay, will give us 6. Then 2 times 0 give us 0. So plus 0, like that. We put it in bracket. Then open bracket. Then evaluate this. We say negative 3 times 0 will give us 0, plus 2 times 3 will give us 6, close bracket. Then we come to this expression, or this expression down, where we have negative 5 times negative 10, then plus 2 times 0 will give us 0. So plus 0, close bracket. Then we open bracket. We say negative 5 times 0 will give us 0, plus 2 times 3 will give us 6. Then close bracket. Then we close the entire matrix. Then we say equal to. Then we find the sum of these expressions inside. So open the matrix. Then we say negative 6 plus 0 will give us negative 6. Then 0 plus 6 will give us 6. Then negative 10 plus 0 will give us negative 10. Then 0 plus 6 will give us 6. And this is the final answer. So basically, this is how you multiply two matrices. If you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section. So one thing you should bear in mind is when you're multiplying matrices, you see row by column. Okay, row by column. So you get the row, you multiply it by the column. Okay, that is that's how you multiply matrices. Okay, so if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. I'll be glad to respond to your questions. Okay. Okay, so we go to the next question, please. We go to question C. Okay, we go to question C. So please stay with me. Let's revise together. Please, you can tell us how we can be revising and which paper you want us to revise. Okay, so it's not always going to be mock exam. I'm also going through external papers that came out recently after the results came out. We have got a lot of them. We have done also mathematics external paper one. However, I want to put them, I want to mix them. So please stick with us. We will continue doing revision, as if God willing, we're going to be doing revision every day. Okay, so please stay with us and let's revise together. So we come to C, which is the rate of appreciation of a plot of land is 15%. In 20 plot was valued at 240,000 kwacha. What was its value 3 years later? Given that the plot of land appreciates straight line method or by straight line at this rate. Okay, the rate is 15%. Okay, so the question is um, for us to find the value of it after 5 years, after 3 years, sorry, after 3 years, not 5 years. So meaning uh, in 2015, what was the value of the plot? If in 2012 it was 240,000 kwacha. So what we're going to do first is we're going to find the of the plot in in one particular year. Then we are going to find now the total appreciation of the plot in 3 years. Then later on, we're going to find the plot after 3 years. Okay, so to what we're going to do is to find the appreciation of the plot. We're going to use the formula of interest because we know this one. It's going to give us the answer. Okay, so interest is equal to principal plus times rate times time over 100. Okay, this is T. Okay, so what we can do now is we put the values, the principles, and the rate where they are supposed to be. Okay, so um, we want to find first the appreciation, which is have that formula as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to put what is the principal. We are told the principal is 240,000 kwacha. So this is the value of the plot in 24. Okay, then times what is the principal? The principal we are sorry, the principal is 240,000 kwacha. The rate we are told is 15%, and time. So since we want to find the appreciation of this plot of land for that particular year or one particular year, we're going to say times 1, then over 100. Okay, so what we can do is one of the most important key thing of a good mathematician is able to identify where he can reduce the numbers. Okay, so he said 100 and then you cancel the two zeros. So now once we have done that, then which means we can just multiply what is on top. So I'm going to write what I'm remaining with so that we don't get confused as we are multiplying. So we are remaining there with 2,400 times 15. Okay, so you can say 1 times 15 will give us 15. Okay, so we have that. Then what we can do now is we ignore the two zeros and then we focus on 24 and 15. Okay, so 24 times 15 is going to give me 360. 360. Okay, watch. Now ignore the two zeros, so now we can remember them and put them to the product. It means the appreciation of land in one particular year is 36,000 kwacha. In one particular year, the land appreciated by 36,000 kwacha. Okay, now we have found the appreciation of land in 1 year. Now the next thing that is remaining is for us to find now the appreciation of land in 3 years. So for us to find that, what we're going to do is this. Okay, for us to find the appreciation of land, we're going to do this. What we're going to do is now we're going to find the total value of land in 2015. Okay, so what we can do now is we can even say value of land. Okay, after 3 years, I'll just write value of land. So what we do is value of land, we are going to say 200,000, 240,000 kwacha plus 180,000 kwacha. So when you combine that of land in 1 year, then we came to find the appreciation of land in 3 years. Then after that, we came to finding the value of land after 3 years. Now, once we have done that, we can now go to the next question. Unless if you have got questions, please don't hesitate to ask in the comment section. Out that one. Okay, so let's to the next question, which is question D, which is question 5D. Okay, so question 5, the diagram below shows a cylindrical water pipe whose length is 20 centimeter and diameter is 7 centimeter. Take pi to be 22/7. So this is the pipe and it has got a diameter of 7 centimeter and the height of 20 centimeter, or the length of 20 centimeter. Now the actual question is calculate the volume of the water pipe. You calculate the volume of the water pipe. You calculate the volume of the water pipe. Okay, so first of all, what we need to understand is we need to come up with a formula for volume. So when you're calculating volume of a cylinder, we use the formula which is volume is equal to, and then we say pi is equal to pi times radius squared times h. This is the formula for the volume of a cylinder. Then we say equal to, then we say what is pi? We are for the volume of a cylinder. Then we say equal to, then we say what is pi? We are told to take pi to be 22/7 times radius. We are told radius is uh, half of diameter. Now, since we are given diameter which is 7 centimeter, half of 7 centimeter is 3.5 centimeter. Now this is going to be squared times height. Now we can take the length to be the height, which is 20 centimeter. Okay, now once we've done this, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to next expand. Once we've done this, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to next expand this expression so that we can evaluate with a fraction here. So what we're going to do is we are going to say 22/7 times, then we expand that, which is 3.5 centimeter, okay, times, okay, times 3.5 centimeter. Okay, then what we do is we say 3.5 into 3.5, it will go 1, so it will remain with 1 centimeter there. Then 3.5 into 7, it will go 2 times. Then we say 2 into 20 into 2, it's 11. Then we record what we are remaining with. Let's record what we are remaining with. So we are remaining with 1 into 11, it will be 1 times 1 centimeter times 3.5 centimeter times 20 centimeter. Okay, so now what do we do next? Now let's evaluate these numbers. So we have got 11 centimeter, 11 times 1 centimeter will give us 11 meter times 3.5 centimeter times 20 centimeter. So when we multiply 2 by 3.5 will give us 7. Then we bring 0 down here, it becomes 70. Then centimeter times centimeter will give us centimeter squared. Okay, then we ignore 0 again. Then we say 7 times 11, or 11 times 7. Then we remember 0 on your phone, because here what I'm using is OBS, and sending quality pictures, because my everything, my resolution, every setting, I've maximized it. So please make sure check your YouTube setting. If the settings are okay, you're supposed to watch a clear picture, a video with good quality, but you are receiving a poor quality, I can advise you search where there is good network. Maybe the other thing that can lead to that is poor network. Okay, now let's s- come up with two sets that are mentioned in this. So we are going to subdivide the entire set into two sets. The first set is in set. What are the members of set X? What are the members of set X? So we write set. Sorry, we write set. The open for set. Then we have also set Y union Z. Okay, like this. Okay. So what we're going to do is this. First, let's list the members of set X. This is simple. The members of set X, so we just identify set X and then we come here. These are the members. This is set X. So whatever is inside that set I've drawn, that is the member of set X. So we have got A, we have got B, we have got C, we have got E, and we have got F. Then again, we come on set U, set Y union Z, set Y union Z. So let me just lab this set X, the one I indicated. So we lab set. Now, when we talk about setting Y union Z, we are talking about these set like this one. So these elements they belong to set Y union Z. They belong to set Y union Z. So we can code them. So set Y union Z, we have got C, then we have got D, we have got E, we have got we have F, we have F, 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 then we have F, we have H, then we have got J, we have got K, okay, and we have got M. Okay, so let me count the members that are in this. So I've got 3, 5, 8. So here I've recorded 1, 2. Yes, so C in both. So we cancel C and record it there. E, yes, E is in both. We cancel E and we write it there. So write it there. Let me see because it's coming. Okay, this is E. Okay, then F is found in both and we record it there. Okay, so there, the set have listed, the elements have listed, they are not clear. So we have listed C, E, F. These are elements that are found in X intersection Y union Z. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So the correct answer is C, E, F. Okay, if you have got questions, you can ask in the comment section, but that's how you solve that one. Okay, so now once we go to the next question. Okay, if you are confused anywhere, please use the comment section to ask us to ask. So we come to question 6A2, which is Y complement intersection X union Z complement. Okay, so what we can do is we can write again here. We say Y complement is equal to, okay, then we also have X union Z, okay, complement is equal to, so we can register the elements that are found in here. So Y complement, what it means when you say Y complement, we are saying every element that is not in Y is the member of this set Y complement. Okay, so let me lab this which I wrote. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so we come to Y complement. So Y complement, we are saying any element that is not in this area. Let me show you. Any element that is not in this set is the member of Y complement. Any element that is a member of Y complement. So we can see that Y complement we have got A, B, then we have F, okay, F, then we have got I, we have got K, okay, this is we have got K, we have got M, we have got N, then we also have got G there, okay. So that is those are the elements that are not found in set Y. So we have named elements that are not found in set Y. Okay. Then we come to X union Z complement. Okay. X union Z complement. So what we can do is I'm going to lab that again. Okay. So what we can do now is we identify X union Z complement. So what is there is we just elements that we list are we exempt these which are found in here. So exempt these which are found in these two sets because we are told we list the elements that belong to a set which is in X union Z complement. So except these. So what do we do? First we need to identify those elements. So we have got I, okay, we have got IN from here, then we have got H, then we have J, okay. So these there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 elements in this set, okay. So now for us to find the answer for this one, I'm going to write the answer here. So the set of that Y complement intersection X union Z complement. So how do we find? So we look for common elements that are found in both. So here we have got I and here we have also I. So we record I there. Okay. Then we have got N. Yes, and there's N here. So we record N there. Then M is not there. Then we have got G, then we are record G as well. So when look at H and J, we can't find J and H there. Okay, so meaning J and H, this is the set of Y complement. Y union Z complement is the element of that set is are ing ing. Okay, if you have got questions you can ask in the comment section, but basically that's how you go about it. Okay, if you are behind, if there is somewhere you don't understand, respond. Now, let's look at question 6b. Okay, so I'll give you time to solve question 6b. How do you go about this one? The question is express 1 over 80 as a decimal number. Give your answer in scientific notation correct to two significant figures. So how do you work out that one? Okay, so how do you solve this one? So to solve this one, how you go about it is like this. First, we change this one into decimal number. So how is it going to be a decimal number? So you have 1 over 80. Okay, 1 over 80. So you want to change it into decimal. So 80 into 1 is 10. So you write 0. Then you put 0 here and you put a decimal point here. Okay. 80 into 10, it can't. So what we do, we put a 0 here. It becomes 100. Then we say 80 into 100, it will go one time. Remainder 20. Okay. So we say 80 into 20, it can't. So what we do, we put 0 to 20, it becomes 200. So 80 into 200, it will go 2 times. Remainder 40. Okay. Can't. So we put 0 to 40, it becomes 400. 80 into 400, it will go 5 times. Okay. Now like this, we have converted 1 over 80 into a decimal number. Okay. Now the next step begins. So the question is the instruction is that we give our answer in scientific notation correct to 2. Okay. So what we can do is um, we ask ourselves how many significant does this number has? It has got uh, 3 significant figures, so we need to reduce them to 1. So what we do is we change this number, so we say equal to. So to change this number, we're going to ask ourselves is to reduce these to 2 significant numbers. We're going to say, is this 5? We're going to get rid of this 5 so that we remain with 1, 2, because none is 0 numbers are significant. So we say, is 5 greater or equal to or less than 5? 5 is equal to 5. So that means we add 1 to that. So it will become 0.13. Now, like this, we have got a decimal number which has got 2 significant figures. So how do we now change this one into how do we write this one in scientific notation or in standard form? So to write this one in standard form, what we're going to do is we're going to say equal to the decimal point will move one step to the right. So that means 1.3 then times 10 raised the power. So how many times it has moved to go to the right? It has moved one step, so we're going to raise it to 1. Okay, so 1.3 times 10 raised to the power of negative 1, and that is the answer. We have written in scientific notation correct to 2 significant figures. If you have got questions, you can still ask in the comment section. If you have got a concern, you can also air it through the comment section. Okay, we come to question 6C, which is on to exchange all her Zambian kwacha into American dollars. If the exchange rate was $1 to 21.8 kwacha, how much kwacha did she exchange for $200? Okay, so what we can do here is we can also come up with we can get this one. For us to find the correct answer, we are going to use direct proportion. So we're going to say $1, okay, $1 is equal to 20.8 kwacha. Okay, therefore $200 will be how much? Okay, so we don't know, so we put x, then we cross multiply. Okay, then we say one, we can say $1 x, $1 $1 times x will give us $1 x, which is equal to. So what we can do now, we can see that this number has got 2 decimal places and this number has got 2 zeros. So what we can do is we can just use these 2 zeros to move these decimal places that it is there out, so that we can have $2 times. Now since the points moved this side, That means we have got 2,180 kwacha. Okay, so when we multiply um, $2 times 2,180 kwacha, it will give us, so we say 2 times 0 will be 0, 2 16 carry 1, 2 times 1 will give us 2 plus that 1 we carried from 16, it will give us 3, 2 times 2 will give us 4. Okay, so 400 400 sorry, not 400, 4,360. Then here we have got dollar 1x, $1 x. Now here we are going to have the sign which is dollar and kwacha. I'll put kwacha here. Okay, then what we can do is we divide. What we can do is we divide the the two sides by dollar. Okay, $1. So even this side we divide by $1. So that means this and this will be cancelled out, leaving us with the x, which is equal to, then we say this dollar and this dollar will cancel each other out. This one into 4,000, it will be 4,360, just like that. So it will be the value of money the woman had to get $200, 360 kwacha. So this is the money she had, and then when she exchanged for the dollar, she got $200. Okay, so I don't know if you are confused, but this is how you do it.